Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Nah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
And it does. And I got something to say today. Mike McCarthy, super tight end types. And guess what? It's not even Ferguson. Ooh. Yeah, I said it. See, because I pay attention. Yeah, I pay attention. I've been researching this for a while. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Mike McCarthy really has some types. We gonna make it work. We gonna make this whole thing make sense. But I'm telling you, it is not what you think. Mike McCarthy is fighting for his vision of what he want to do on offense. If I say it, I'm gonna prove it. You can trust me, especially on tight end. I'm gonna break this whole thing down. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Ain't no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights, is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride, for the win. Still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop a 9, month to month, still from year to year. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a risk.
Let's go.
Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to bet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my D-Day. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Let's go.
New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Do it again, again, again.
And I need all the executives to have a seat. Let's go.
Do it again, again, again.
Man, come on, let's go. Because I said a mouthful. I said a whole mouthful. My boy Lee says my favorite intro. Mine too. Mine too. Mine too. Yeah, I said what I said. Yeah. Mike McCarthy has a type of tight end. And I've been waiting a while to do this show. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been researching this for like years. Okay. This ain't, and see, when I say stuff like this, hold on, what's going on with the mask too? Y'all gonna have to keep me up to date on what's going on with my mask. But I want to go and get this one out. This one is important because Mike McCarthy is fighting for his type, and I did say what I said. The type is not Ferguson, y'all. Mike McCarthy has a type. And I've been knowing this for years. I'ma prove it. Okay. His type is more athletic. All right. So I'm gonna show you that I've been talking about this for some time. Because if you look at the Boss Cowboy Guide, I did research in this a long time ago. This is from Boss Cowboy 2020 off-season guide. Okay. And I basically went through, if you look close, I went through all the different types of weapons. And because he was just coming in, I was trying to figure out, especially because you're writing a book about the Dallas Cowboys, it's important that you know what he targets and why. So I saw it. I put it all together. And when I put it all together, it was obvious. And this is what I said. The change in receiver and tight end are apparent as the McCarthy time with Green Bay advanced. McCarthy went from the Dallas current medium-sized receivers and changed into much bigger receiving targets. Now, this is from 2020. It is also undeniable that McCarthy favors athletic tight ends over the traditional, well-rounded tight end targets under the Jason Garrett era. McCarthy wants vertical threats over blockers with average route running abilities. And this is what I said. This is 2020. I said Jimmy Graham couldn't block out of a wet paper bag, but yet under Mike McCarthy, Green Bay signed him to a 3-year contract while late into his career. Yeah, because there's a certain type. And see, you gotta have the courage to say sometimes what other people not go say. Because at the end of the day, it's about recognizing what your coach is lobbying for, fighting for, and his vision. Yeah, I said his vision. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Let me look at y'all comments because I'm pretty sure y'all going crazy right now. I'm pretty sure y'all like, man, boss, shut up. Hold on. And then, good question, James. This is a very good question. He said, why did we draft Schoonmaker? Schoonmaker actually has a good RAS score, an athletic score. He has a very good athletic score. That's why I haven't totally thrown him completely in the trash yet. But I also broke down the film, and I got some more theories on why we drafted Schoon too. Some ugly theories, right? Because I broke down Schoon. And see, let me show y'all something, man. Let me show you, because I got to show y'all why you can trust me. You might not be able to trust everybody, but you can trust me. When it comes to tight end, you can trust me. I'm not going to cap to you. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. So if you look at, this is the Boss Cowboy Guide when I was writing it, okay? And I was breaking down tight end. That was chapter 7, all right? And I was going through the free agents, right? And I was going through tight ends that fit, right? You know, obviously Sam Laporte was somebody I was very high on, which I wouldn't say a lot of people was. I had him over Dalton Kincaid, which most people had him as the top 2. And I even had Luke Musgrave over what most people would say I was crazy at that time. I had him over Michael Mayer. Most people had Michael Mayer as the number 1 tight end. I gave him a 3rd and 4th round grade target. I said I don't want to look at him until the 3rd or 4th round. People thought I was crazy. They thought I was all the way crazy. I'm not crazy. I am not crazy. I said Michael Mayer is a polarizing athlete for the Dallas Cowboys community. Mayer is an outstanding raw football player, but does not separate enough on the college level. So Boss Cowboy believes he will likely continue the long streak of first-round tight end hype that fades. Go look at his production in year 1. $300 yards. Yeah. The number 1 tight end. The one that they said, boss, he's a no miss. Come on now, boss. Come on now. You need to rechange your list. No, I don't. No, I don't. I go black for a reason. And I say what I see. I don't follow the crowd. And almost every time I go against the crowd based on what I really see, I am right. Especially when it comes down to tight end. I be killing it. I'm gonna give you another one. Well, I told y'all I was probably one of the only people in the world that was saying Pitts was gonna be a bust unless he was drafted to Dallas. For the same reason, I was like, that dude does not separate. He does not. Now around that time, people was, boss, did you watch his film, boss? Boss, did you watch his film? Like, yes, of course. I wrote a whole book. Yes. And I'm not going with the crowd. I'm going to let y'all have that. I'm going to let y'all say he Calvin Johnson. I'm going to let y'all do all of that. It's going to play out. So when I say stuff like, and listen, y'all, when I say Ferguson is not a Mike McCarthy type, I am right. I'm 100% right. And Brevyn Spann-Ford is more so a Mike McCarthy type. And guess who else? I would even say Schoon to a degree based on his red score. But John Stevens is also more so a Mike McCarthy type. But I see what Mike McCarthy is doing. And I'm going to build because y'all going to have to stay with this presentation because it's going to get better. Okay? Because some of y'all thinking I'm trying to put these guys against each other. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm finna show y'all that Mike McCarthy is up to some magic. Mike McCarthy, should I just spill the beans right now? Because I get impatient. I gotta tell you what he up to. Oh, Mike McCarthy is trying to put together a sick vision, and y'all like, boy, I'm trying to tell you. Boss Cowboy is ahead of the curve on this one. I'm telling you. He trying to put it together. Oh. What? Yes, I said what I said. Oh, man. So, this is why you could also trust me. Hold on real quick. Let me just go and start just kind of walking and proving the point on Mike McCarthy and his types. All right, so first, let's listen to Jamarcus Finley real quick. He go break this down. Listen. I did want to just, because I've been calling this guy you for the last 2 years. Straight up. In terms of his build, in terms of the wiggle in his hips. Because, see, So I said I've been calling this guy you for the last 2 years, right? And I was talking to Jamarcus Finley. See, the good thing is when I write the book, what I do is every time I watch the film, let's say if I watch 3 or 4 games, the moment I watch the film, I immediately record it. So it's the first thing on my mind after I got through watching you. So this is what I said January 31st, 2003. Check this out.
Spann gives me Jamarcus Finley vibes, where you see the athleticism with the height, with the strength, the physicality, but more.
So that's me audio recording what I said. That's why you can see the date stamp. And I put 3 stars by Spann. This is in 2023. Look.
So you see a guy that's extremely athletic for his size. He will be a Boss Cowboy top sleeper with a 3rd and 4th round grade because of the match that he seems to have with previous Mike McCarthy style tight ends.
That's from January 31st, 2023. So I thought he was coming out. He didn't come out. He went back to school. Okay. So then it was this year, 9 days before the draft. Look.
Brevyn Spann-Ford is doesn't have a
I butchered his name.
Production, but the athleticism just screams off the tape. He's definitely one of the Mike McCarthy historical athletic tight ends. Jamarcus Finley-ish. He just a fit. He's somebody that even in a thick tight end room, if you sitting at the bottom, day 3 of the draft and he's sitting there, you can improve with his talent. He's going to get you touchdowns, especially with Dak Prescott.
Now that's 9 days before the draft. And I said before the draft, this is now day 3 of the draft, where we were sitting now at day 3 of the draft. Watch this. I'm just looking at, okay, I'm going to just tell you the players that I say just right now that I just love, period. Dalen Hooker, even though we don't need tight end, you talking about some of the best hands, bro. This dude is a natural catcher. Don't
look at this tight end.
But the tight ends might be the best thing left, though, coach, for real talk. Because I call this dude.
I'm not going to piss everybody off. That's going to piss everybody off in drafting tight end. I know they're going to piss up, but that's a Mike McCarthy thing. He loves tight ends, I'm telling you, man.
And this dude is the best. This is Mike McCarthy's type, hands down. I call this dude Baby Jamarcus Finley. For real. Huh?
Hey,
you really trying to big us up on a position that you said they need to do away with altogether?
What? Oh, tight end? No.
Come on, dog.
No.
Come on, dog.
I know you want to fight me, bro, but I'm ready for this one. This one right here, dog, I was on him last year. You know what I mean? As a perfect Mike McCarthy fit. Like, and at this point, I'm trying to get the best player, bro. I'm not on needs. Needs can just kiss all over me. Because what we doing is we making a 4-year decision for a 1-year need. Now, give me the player because I want this guy for 4 years. And if Schoon don't work out, I want a dog behind him or somebody that can come in here. Yeah, I know we got Stevens, but listen, we carried how many tight ends last year, y'all?
4.
Right. So I want the best 4. Period. And if you can get them, but let me tell you, but forget that. I know and listen, don't start fighting me, everybody, because I'm telling you who I like. My boy Amp. Amp, we was going at it. Bro.
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field, you finally got him on the field, and the way.
Wait. So listen, find you a lady that when somebody bring up your name, they look like this. Look.
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field, you finally.
Man, see, that's the look you want. See, wait. Just y'all tell me what this body language mean. when somebody say Brevyn Ford and then
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field?
So what do y'all do when sometimes somebody walk by and you trying to keep it to yourself and you be like, man, hey, am I telling the truth? Come on, y'all, who read body language like I do? Listen.
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field you finally...
You want that? Oh, let's go.
We got him on the field, and the way that he was utilized in Minnesota, but how you want to use him here.
So, again, like I said earlier to some of the guys, I think, when you talk about measurables, when you talk about a wide tight end, he fits all the measurables, checks all the box, He's up to 6'8" now. I tell him every day, hey, you're 6'8" now. So, you got to get him to believe, hey, you are a big man, right? So play to your redeeming qualities, right? You have something that a lot of guys don't have, which is the size and the length. So play to that and own that. So he has the measurables, very smart, very diligent worker so far. He has really good athleticism and size and length. So
I'm saying, yeah, that's that look. That's that girl. If you don't get away from me.
I'm beyond excited about having him here, and especially how we got him. Those are the type of free agents that you really, you sleep well at nighttime knowing you got that in the back pocket.
When did that start Saturday night? Where, hey, Brevyn's still available. Brevyn's still available. Like Brevyn's still,
I mean, that really didn't start last night. The last night. He's on our board very high, and we was quite shocked that he didn't get picked up. So it's kind of one of those deals where you just keep watching. The picks go in, and it's like, okay, all right, he's still sitting there. All right, cool. All right, 6th round. All right, we got a chance. And then now you start praying, hey, please don't let nobody draft him. Please don't let nobody draft him. But I'm excited to have him and even Alex, another guy we got here too. He's working his behind off. All those guys are really working, so got a good room.
What, girl, if you don't get away from me, hold on, one more time, one more.
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field?
Boy, that's that look, boy. Y'all know that look? He seeing something in his head. Look.
What stood out on the field you finally...
So when I say I've been talking about this dude for 2 years, being a Mike McCarthy fit, but like this ain't about I was right and I told you so and stuff like that. It was based on me looking at history. That's all I did. That was, if anybody want to know what was the shortcut, I looked at the types. That's all I did. It wasn't magic. It wasn't nothing amazing. It just look at his types. Go look at history. And when I wrote the book in 2020, I looked at his types. And then all you got to do when you writing your book, look around the draft at the ones that's his type. Go look at the ones that move like the ones he used to having on his squad. And it'll give you a close look at what he's trying to do and what he likes to do. He likes athletic tight ends, and McCarthy has a very clear vision. I'm gonna also tell you something else. This vision is late. He been wanting to do this from day one. Guess who was in his way? Kellen Moore. That's who was in the way. Front office boy. So real quick. So when I go back and I go back to Jamaica, I wasn't lying. He has a type. Now listen. You are athletic tight end. You're not a normal tight end. You one of those receiver type tight ends, you know. And since you on the show, I'm gonna ask you straight up: does Mike McCarthy have a type You know, because I know people say, I ain't got no type. No, Mike McCarthy seemed to have a type. I need to hear it from you,
Come
man.
on, bro.
Yeah. Come on.
He
Yeah.
has a type. You better be able to get jiggy with it.
Yeah.
Don't get his playing and his coaching style as far as being the way he looks and, you know what I mean, a typical, you know what I mean, coach in the National Football League. But Mike McCarthy loves the guy that can make plays, make the Sam Backer miss,
That can make the Sam Backer miss.
the safety miss.
That can make the safety miss.
And you can match him up on the outside.
And you can match him up on the outside.
As far as the corner, make him miss. He loves a tight end that can make plays all over the field.
Listen, I'm not going to say that, you know, because I already know. When you say Ferguson is really not his type, now, that don't mean Ferguson not a dog. See, I got to be real clear because people will put words in your mouth. Oh, okay, wait. This is the best way to explain it. I ain't going to say the best way. This is one way to explain it. See, some of y'all done got married, but you didn't actually get married to your type.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, some of y'all done settled down and you actually settled down with something that's not your type. That don't mean it's not good. That don't mean if you're a lady, that don't mean he not handsome. That don't mean he not a good man. For all the men who got ladies, that don't mean she's not a good woman. That don't mean she don't make you feel good. She just wasn't your type. She just ended up working out. That's honestly what we have with Ferguson. My boy say common sense, don't say that too loud. It's just between us, bro. It's between us. You don't say it too loud. Just don't agree. If you sitting by your lady, you watching me on TV, don't make no facial expressions. And ladies, if you sitting by your man, don't amen right now. This is not the time to amen. Act like you didn't hear that. Just sit there with the poker face. Don't say nothing. All right, I'm trying to keep y'all from getting in trouble. But yeah, and see, he go explain why. So let's start kind of moving fast. Guess who also recognize the types? Ferguson. Listen to Ferguson.
What have your impressions been from him?
Stretch is a baller. I mean, he's making plays in practice, making plays in camp, made plays tonight, and I think that's he's not even touching the surface right now. He's a great player, and excited to see what he kind of molds into and what he does for this team.
What's it like when you see a guy who's so new to the position and just he's got those natural tools and you've seen a background, like how much you find yourself kind of thinking, man, how good can this guy be?
Yeah, like I said, he's got a high ceiling, and I don't even think we've even seen any sort of that yet. But like I said, he's making plays right now, and he's one of those guys that can definitely help us down the road.
Yep. He talking about stretch. John Stevens. Not even approaching this is ceiling. So Mike McCarthy clearly likes the athletic types, right? So listen to this.
Yeah. It's time for us to have that.
McCarthy is a guy. He's going to go out and get you the middle of the field. He's going to go out and get you the big athletic guys. So I'm going to go out and get you the big athletic guys. So I'm going to go out and get you the big athletic guys. So I'm going to go out and get you the big athletic guys. So I was a Cowboy fan back in the Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin days. So I'm back there now with McCarthy. I'm I'm a big Cowboys fan, so
That's what's up. He gonna get you what? So, listen to what I was saying about Jake Ferguson when we drafted him. Oh, this was when we drafted him. I did a film breakdown. Y'all go back and listen to that film breakdown. This was a good analysis. This is not saying he's not a real good player. But listen. Look at the Boss Cowboy Guide and what I said in the Boss Cowboy Guide. So if you look at the Boss Cowboy Guide, I wrote about him before he was drafted. Actually, this year I had a record amount of people that I put in the book that was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. So obviously I'm getting better at identifying talent that fit us. So I said Jake Ferguson has a lot of Jason Witten vibes coming into the NFL. Like Witten, Ferguson is not super athletic, but also he does all the little things like Witten. If one can wrap up many little things in one tight end, then that tight end can become a great tight end. And that's from my book. So when I talk about his athleticism, yes, you don't see it, especially when you look at that 40 time. It's very... See, that's what people don't talk about right there. The lack of athleticism in Jake. Now, he's such a good football player. Athleticism is actually not everything to his game. Because the thing about him, this is what made Jake so good. He not the most athletic, but he does everything really good. That's what makes him a dog. Slow 481. It's nothing to write home about. You're not going to be excited. You're not going to see a huge vertical. But I still gave him a grade of round 3 or round 4 as not a grade but a target area because of him fitting the types of tight ends that Dallas Cowboys look for, and he had all the tools. So if we get right into his film, right, I want to first start with his passing. So if we look at him as a passing weapon, the first thing that I'm going to show you is that he has exceptional hands. There are some pluses and minuses. Is that true? That's still true. It is nothing on this film session that I said that wasn't true. Watch. This is about him, but the first thing is that he's very exceptional, and he does what we saw Dalton Schultz do all year. He's very intuitive at finding those soft spots in the zone. He's going to do it all day long, but the most important thing about him is he's reliable. He catches everything. So here we go again, finding a soft spot in the zone. Still true. And he's just going to do that all day long. But the key thing and the most important thing, especially looking at him as a weapon, is the fact that his hands are like glue. And we're going to make that case over and over. True. And because he was so reliable in the biggest games, they targeted him the most. Okay. So he's a very, very good guy in terms of a weapon. And he was playing with a very, very bad quarterback. All right. And so just like we saw Schultz do all year, he finds those soft spots in the zone. And check this out. This is one of the catches I want y'all to see him make. Watch this. And he's just going to do this continuously. I mean, he drops nothing. This ball is bad. Horrible ball. And he goes and get it. He still do that to this day. Look how high he had to go get that ball. He'll go get it like that to this day. Like it's nothing. I mean, glue hands, high points the ball, and he comes down with it, and he's going to do it all day long. I mean, even if he got a one-handed, this is one of the plays to where, once again, I said bad quarterback play, but you're going to see him make a crazy circus catch and take a hit. He drops. Yeah, my boy say Ferg got that dog in him. That's what you can't measure with athleticism. That heart and that dog. That is the comment that perfectly explains Ferg right here. Yep. Hold on real quick. Not that one. This one. That's what, see, Ferg is a dog. See, I don't want y'all to get me misunderstanding what, because see, Ferg is finna eat. Ferg is just not Mike McCarthy's type. But it's going to work. I'm explaining in the end. You got to wait to the end. I'm explaining this thing. Listen. Nothing. Glue hands. So that's one of the Witten things about him. The things that's not like Witten is he's not as fundamental as Witten when it comes to routes. But Witten was also fantastic at finding those holes in the zone. So right here, he's going to do a good job at man coverage of going away from the man. But the quarterback makes another bad decision and takes off. But he actually won on that route, and Ferguson didn't get his target. But he needs work on body language, and what I mean is receiver style body language. Like here, he runs at a 45-degree angle, so it's pretty obvious that he's finna turn up field. If you're trying to sell an out and up, you got to actually turn your shoulders 90 degrees, which is going to communicate to that defender that you're going on the out, and then you actually cut up, which gives you the separation. So that's showing you, which I still see today. I don't see a clean, quality, nuanced, tight end route run. See, y'all want me to lie to you, or you want me to tell the truth? But he's reliable. He's super reliable, but he's not the cleanest. Not yet. He might be going into year 3. But this film analysis, dead on. Route running needs better polish if he's gonna truly be Witten-ish, because Witten sold all the little things. He sold it. You thought every time, you really didn't know, because he was deceptive in his routes. He wasn't fast. Witten was never fast, but he was perfectly deceptive and had perfect body language in terms of selling a route. And this guy needs to work on that. That's one thing Ferguson needs to go to the lab on. But I trust that they're going to work on that, because we have one of the best tight end coaches also in the league. So I'm, yeah. All right, so let me keep going real quick, because I gotta show y'all some good stuff. I gotta show y'all some more good stuff. All right. Let me make sure I played all of it. All right, here we go. Shout out to Voch. This actually came from Voch's show with Bryan Broaddus. I want y'all to listen.
I really heard you talk about one, and the rest of the way you can lead me. But you talked about Brevyn Spann-Ford.
I did.
Being out there with the ones. Now, Bryan Broaddus, I just wanted to kind of ask you like a OTA question or whatever, just in general. How much is the weight of, like, hey man, this guy's hurt, so yeah, we'll bring Brevyn along, versus, hey man, Brevyn is dangerous. And you,
hold on. Let me go ahead and skip to where he started talking about it. Also, I really do put the links in the description. I really do. And I always recommend that you go behind and listen to the full interview. Plus, it helps out other people. Like if I'm gonna use your content, if I'm gonna use what you worked for, I'm gonna always make a way for people to also to support the people, to where I use the content. Whether it's the Dallas Cowboys, whether it's Voch, whether it's Law, if I use your content, it's gonna be a link to you. It's a lot of people gotta learn etiquette. For real. They'll take your content. They won't say your name. They'll take everything you talked about. They won't have no clicks on how to get back to the original source.
Ant. He made a couple of plays. They ran a couple of seam routes where in the 2-minute drill where he went vertically and was able to make a play, with linebacker coverage underneath, and was able to separate. But yeah, this seems like a really interesting tight end room. You mentioned John Stevens. He's out there walking around. Stephen Jones actually walked up to him and shook his hand. And
see, that's good intel. Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. See, that's the details that Bryan Broaddus picked up on. See, he picking up also on the politics. Like, he picking up on who are the people of power seeming to gravitate to. Because I've heard Stephen Jones say John Stevens' name a lot. You see what I'm saying? So don't miss what he just talked about Stephen Jones making his way to John Stevens Jr. That's a big deal.
Right before we went to the rehab group. So, obviously he's still in the mix. They think the world of him. Luke Schoonmaker was over off the side. I think I'm the only one left on the Luke Schoonmaker bandwagon right now. I think I'm just the sole guy riding by myself.
Nah. I'm giving him one more year. I think that's fair. I think everybody should give Luke at least one more year. I learned my lesson when I was too down on Schultz after year 1. And then Schultz ended up becoming a dog. Don't forget, Schoon is very athletic. His RAS score was real. Now, did it translate to route running? I ain't see that from Michigan. I didn't see it. Did he have a bad year 1? Yeah, he did. His year 1 was bad. I liked his blocking. His hands the lights looked too bright. But no, Brian, you're not by yourself. But it's also some pressure on him. And I think, matter of fact, I got a strong suspicion that they really want to put the more athletic guys over Schoon.
He can't afford to miss time. And what's he doing? He's missing time right now.
Yeah.
They're going to have some interesting decisions that they're going to have to make. But Brevyn Spann-Ford is a good-looking player, a physical specimen when you come to tight ends, and you watch him at Minnesota and what he was able to do as a block. I know you and I have done some work where you've shown some clips of him one-on-one doing some really nice blocks, giving space, run game stuff. He catches the football well. And so, yes, there's going to be a very competitive situation in that tight end room. I'm interested to see what.
My boss said, well, that's just y'all too. Schoonmaker shouldn't have been drafted. Well, yeah, I'm cool with standing on my own. I'm always cool with that. But I think I'm being also fair. I'm being fair. Because, see, to me, we all got to learn from history. If I trashed Schultz and then trash another player, I ain't learned my lesson. Right? I ain't learned my lesson. Like, I think everybody should get at least 2 to 3 years. Everybody. He could. Like, there's a possibility that Schoon could actually be a real dog. I'm just saying, I'm not ready to throw him away. I think it's way too early. Now, he's trending bad. I ain't gonna say he's trending good. But I think sometimes we've been too in a rush to be right sometimes we throw away people way too fast. Some people, everybody not Dak, everybody not Zeke, everybody not Bland, where they instant. Some people actually take time to develop, and that's fair. That's if I'm being fair, and that's if I learn my lesson. So yes, did I like his year 1? That's obvious.
Oh, hell no.
No. Did he put some good on tape?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I'm going to tell y'all somebody else who looked trash at first. You know who else looked trash at first that everybody started loving? Jarwin. See, don't act like y'all love Jarwin out the gate. Jarwin was playing at first like that's what Jarwin used to look like. They benched him versus the Jags. They benched him. But by the time he came back and got his second chance, he took off. Pow! Like a rocket. 4 touchdowns versus the Giants. And from then on, he was rolling. And see, I also talked to another tight end that was wet for it. And I talked to him personally. I talked to Swam. I met him at SportsCon and I asked him a straight up question. I said, hey, I said, Dak would have had a perfect passer rating if it wouldn't have been for your drops on his debut game versus the Rams. I said, but you took off. I said, what happened between you dropping those 2 balls with the Rams and you becoming tight end 1 when Witten finally retired, where you took off? I said, what happened? He said, to be honest, boss, it was in between my head. That's what you mean. He said, honestly, you just got to get you about 2 or 3 catches. And then once the crowd settle in, it start feeling like backyard football. And then you just back to the days of having fun. That's why I ain't throwing Schoon away. I ain't throwing him away yet. I ain't throwing away Trey Lance. I ain't throwing away none of them. All of them, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna watch how they play. I'm gonna grade them fairly based on what they are. But I don't want to be judge and jury too fast on a year 2 player. That's to me. Yeah, that's too fast for me. And I done messed up too many times being way too early on my analysis. It's a whole lot of y'all said CeeDee Lamb wasn't on number 1 too. There's a whole lot of y'all, and what happened? Let's be honest now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go to the airport. Let's talk about this now. Come on now. Don't hide. Be honest. Was you on that early train that CeeDee Lamb is not a number 1? Tell the truth. Come on now. Huh? Now CeeDee Lamb is starting to look like he might be and likely is the best receiver in the league. Y'all know he would. Yeah, they didn't start targeting him till game 6. My boy say, Trey, can we throw Josh Ball away? We close. We real close on that one, Trey. Trey, we close on that one. We actually close. we about this close. Not yet, but we close. I ain't gonna throw him away yet. No. My boy said, what about Mazi? Absolutely not. No way. We do not throw away. Nope. I ain't throwing away Mazi in year 2. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. I don't even start really grading you as a defensive lineman until year 3. Like, I want to see progression from year 1 to year 2, but no way I'm throwing away no rookie DT. Because I've been always saying it take 3 years for them boys to cook. Now, Waletzko and Ball, yeah, they right there, man. They right there to where, man, just. But I'm still gonna also give them a shot too. I want a clean slate for everybody. Show me where you are right now. But I'm gonna give Ball and Waletzko a short, like a super short leash, like super short. Like they gotta be outstanding. So to me, most of these players, I think we should all give it 3 years. Yeah, that's just me though. But let me go back to what I was saying. Or what they were saying. Here we go.
John, Steve, and I just wonder, is John Stevens. As much as they love him, and Stephen Jones showed him some love before he went to his to his rehab drills. They're going to have to make some hard decisions on some of these guys, and maybe Luke Schoonmaker as a second round pick. You would not want to think that they would move on from a second round pick, but if he doesn't come back from injury and he's not as good as the ones that are, there's a certain point you could protect the draft, but if a guy's just not getting it done. And I don't know how you keep going that route, but being hurt for him doesn't help. But man, they've got some good looking guys. The thing with Spann-Ford is he was down with the ones working when they call the drill 2-spot.
Mm-hmm.
They have a group at one spot and then another group at the other. So they're each ends of the fields.
Sure.
And it's usually the ones and then the 2s and 3s and others, McCord is he was down with the ones working when they call the drill 2-spot.
Mm-hmm.
They have a group at one spot and then another group at the other. So they're each ends of the fields.
Sure.
And it's usually the ones and then the 2s and 3s doesn't help. But man, they've got some good looking guys. The thing with Spann-Ford is he was down with the ones.
Am I the only one that heard that he with the ones? I'm gonna have to change the music on that. We gonna change the vibe. What? What? Huh? Was I the only one that heard that? Wait. This early? They already telling y'all they got a plan. It's a reason why he the highest paid undrafted free agent. Why you think that happened? Huh? Why y'all think that happened? Could it be that look? Could it be this look right here?
On the field and the way that he was utilized in Minnesota, but how you want to use him here.
Again, like I said earlier.
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field?
Could it be that look? Could it be that look? See, hey, listen, ladies. If a dude ever doing like this, wait. He don't mean well. He looking at you like food. Fellas, am I lying? Listen. When you got this look right here, you're a food. Hold on real quick. When you got this look right here, when somebody bite that lip, hold on one more time.
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field?
Boy, when they bite that lip, hey, how you doing? Come on now, how you doing? Come on now, y'all know what that biting that lip mean? Something in your imagination. Yeah, man. Yeah, that boy say he was with the ones. Had to change the vibe. See, man, when you listen, wait. What you up to, Mike McCarthy? What you doing? Is that Spann right there already getting some work with the ones? Huh? See, y'all think Jamaica is playing when he start talking about a type. Nah, he ain't playing. It's a certain type, and I ain't playing. Hey, wait, Elp. Oh, did it, Elp? Did it? He did. You can see it. Let me go back real quick, make sure I ain't tripping.
Working when they call the drill 2-spot.
Mm-hmm.
They have a group at one spot and then another group at the other. So they're each ends of the fields.
Sure.
And it's usually the ones and then the 2s and 3s and others, mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
And so Spann-Ford. He was down there with the ones working, and that was a little bit of a surprise to me. But again, we've got a couple of those tight ends that aren't healthy enough to go right now, and maybe they were just having to do it with numbers. But he was at least getting an opportunity.
All right. So let's keep going with Jamarcus Finley. And I think we gonna really break down what I really see getting ready to happen. Let me turn off this music real quick. Listen.
So big, they gave him so many names. Brevyn, Spann-Ford. That man got so many names. He's so big over there, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, that's going to be the dude to look out for, because the attention and the focus is going to be on.
First of all, I'm going to go ahead and clap it up early for my boy Law, because Law killed this part. Just start clapping now. Go ahead. Just let's get it out the way. I want y'all to watch why new media is the best. And I'm going to also say that's why it is so goofy that it is taking so long for so many new media people to get major opportunities. Because there is nobody readier than new media. Not just Law. I'm talking about almost all of us are ready for the moment. Who put in more reps and more work at knowing this team intimately than new media? But watch Law cook. Now, remember, he talking to a Super Bowl winning tight end that's extremely smart and know Mike McCarthy very well. Now, watch Law.
So big, they gave him so many names. Brevyn, Spann-Ford. That man got so many names. He's so big over there, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, that's going to be the dude to look out for, because the attention and the focus is going to be on Jake Ferguson. Now, I don't know if Mike McCarthy in this particular system will line up a lot in 12 personnel, but we can get back to 12 personnel, because here's the reason why.
Facts.
Here's the reason why. We got Tyler Guyton, who's going to be very wet behind the ear, very green. So we're going to have a tight end to chip and then release. My guy, Jamarcus Finley, talk to me about chip and release game, because I need to be educated on that from a tight end perspective.
I like that. I like that, Law, man. The chip and release game, it gives you an extra protect on the line of scrimmage, as far as if it's on the blind side, if it's on the front side. And then your chip and release is a guy that can catch the ball. If Aaron Rodgers got in a little trouble, a chip and release, he can dump it off, and that guy can still get yards after the catch. You get what I'm saying? So McCarthy is a guy that's going to put two set tight ends on the field that can get yak. Yak is yards after the catch. So McCarthy is a guy that's going to put two set tight ends on the field that can get yak. Yak is yards after the catch. You get what I'm saying? So McCarthy is a guy that's going to put two set tight ends on the field that can get yak. Yak is yards after the catch. So I think you're going to see a lot of double set tight end in McCarthy's game plan this year.
Ooh, double set.
If
I'm going to rewind that.
You're going to see a lot of double set tight end in McCarthy's game plan this year.
Ooh, double set.
If I know him right, if he's got 1.5 guys, he's going to put two tight ends on the field.
So little 12 personnel out there, because I'm
I don't think people said it. Ooh, I don't think people said it.
see dead people. I don't think people seeing it. I don't think people are seeing the dead people that Mike McCarthy is trying to do. I see dead people.
Let me tell you why I got so excited. Because it's sometimes hard to just hold your. It's hard to, I'm telling you, because I never talked to Jamarcus Finley about this. And when somebody is saying exactly what you was already thinking, and this dude got a Super Bowl ring, and he already been working with Mike McCarthy. Let me pull up something real quick. I wasn't prepared to do this, so y'all gonna just have to bear with me. I think I see what Mike McCarthy is doing. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm doing this on the fly, okay? Y'all give me 1 second. Okay. If you look, hold on, that's passing. I need receiving. If you take a real close look, right? Let me get this legible. Again, I wasn't expecting to do this. I'm doing this on the fly, y'all. But I'm doing this because I really want y'all to kind of see what I'm seeing. An opportunity. It's a matchup opportunity, okay? So right here is SEP is separation. This is according to NextGen Stats, okay? If you look close, the matchups that's getting some of the highest averages of separation. So for instance, Tyreek Hill is averaging 3.3. CeeDee Lamb, 2.7. St. Brown, 3.2. Puka, 2.9. AJ Brown, 2.4. Right? So I'm just kind of keep those numbers in your head as we start getting down there to the tight ends. George Kittle, 3.3, which is the same as Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce, 3.7, which is more separation than Tyreek Hill. Evan Ingram, a lot of people would consider him washed up. He averages more separation than Tyreek Hill. TJ Hawkinson, 3.1, more than CeeDee Lamb. Sam Laporta, 3.4. David Njoku, 3.5. Trey McBride, 3.5. Anybody kind of seeing the pattern? Okay. Now, let me just explain it. He say more than Tyreek, these stats are dumb. Now, let me just explain it. You go get it after I explain. Who is Tyreek Hill going against? Answer the question. Who is Tyreek Hill going against? Who is CeeDee Lamb going against? I want answers. They're going against corners.
who are your tight ends going against? Linebackers, safeties. So from a scheme standpoint, that's why you seeing the separation. So let's think about our offense. What are teams gonna do to try to stop Dallas? Who is the number one threat they go try to stop? Let's think about it. Who is the number one threat? CeeDee Lamb. Who go likely be your number two threat that teams go try to stop? Ferguson or Cooks. Those are your three biggest threats on our offense, right? So what if you have another tight end that can also win? What does that do? What does that do? That's why it's not done. Because you got to think about the matchup that the tight ends is going against. Appreciate the super chat, big dog. So, this is exciting to me, man. Now, listen. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm talking about, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for what we likely getting ready to see. McCarthy super tight end types. Now, listen, this is the part I've been waiting to show y'all all day. A tear almost came down my eye. I want y'all to listen. Listen to this.
What you got the OC?
Yeah, no, I really wanted to get your take on the different types of tight ends, right? Because you got like tight ends that are more blocking tight ends. You got tight ends that are hybrid tight ends. And so on the Cowboys organization right now, like in terms of the room, right? Like how would you categorize the types and the styles of the tight ends that we currently have?
I think it's similar. I'm going to just be honest. It's similar to what Belichick was building in New England. But
look at my face. Let me rewind that, man, in case people missed it.
What you got the OC?
Yeah, no, I really wanted to get your take on the different types of tight ends, right? Because you got like tight ends that are more blocking tight ends. You got tight ends that are hybrid tight ends. And so on the Cowboys organization right now, like in terms of the room, right? Like how would you categorize the types and the styles of the tight ends that we currently have?
I think it's similar. I'm going to just be honest. It's similar to what Belichick was building in New England with the double set tight end. He had, not to bring it up old memories, but he had the Gronkowski and the Hernandez. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? He had it was a lot of moving pieces in the offense. He could have messed you up in the backfield with White. He could have messed you up on the outside and blow the top off of it. But like I said, if you got two guys that's attacking the middle of the field, your offense will click like a fine old machine.
Yeah, and you know what? I really do like what you said, going back to that Patriots days, because that's what he did with Aaron and Gronkowski. He would run these guys on seam routes, like straight up the middle of the field. Or one would run a seam, one would run, a corner, or whatever the case might be.
And then sorry to cut you off. But then he used Hernandez for that guy that's going he's gonna give you the wiggle. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry to cut you off. But then he used Hernandez for that guy that's going he's gonna give you the wiggle. You feel what I'm saying?
The wiggle.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. But then he used Hernandez for that guy that's going, he's going to give you the wiggle. You feel what I'm saying?
The wiggle.
Right.
Oh man. I see it. I see it. I see it. So put it all together. Put it all together. What Bryan Broaddus say on Voch show. Brevyn Spann-Ford been working with the ones. The wiggle guy. Your fundamental blue collar, reliable tight end, Jake Ferguson. Your stretch tight end, John Stevens. And potentially Schoon. I ain't gonna throw Schoon away. I see it, Dallas. I see it. And I don't believe for 1 second that Jamarcus Finley is just talking. If anybody watched that interview we did with him at SportsCon, that man spoke like a prophet. Cause y'all remember all of that. Y'all remember all of that. Mike McCarthy talking all of that. We'll run the ball. I just want to run the damn ball. You remember that? Everybody started calling them baby West Coast. He had on the RD run the damn ball hat. And what did Jamarcus Finley say? Way before the season, he said, nah, he not a running coach. Now everybody else was hearing, we gonna run the ball. He was saying, we gonna run the ball. What did Mike McCarthy do? Who called it before it happened? Jamarcus. I just don't believe for a second. I don't believe for a second that he ain't talked to somebody. I just don't believe it. Cause he going into some details, man, that look like he kind of in the know. And sometimes you can be in the know not because you eavesdropping, just because you got friends in the right places. And sometimes you can be in the know because you also know your former head coach and you know how he thinks and you know how he wants to attack teams. How did this not get you excited? Ooh, cause I'm hearing, cause I keep hearing about, I'm excited about wide receiver 3. Bruh, listen, I'm gonna be all the way honest. No, I'm not. I'm excited about tight end 2 and 3. Ooh.
Run it up.
Ooh.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interception like Romo.
I want to see this. This is what I want to see. Ooh. Let me keep playing it. Whew.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
So who would be okay, so we got Ferguson. In your opinion right now today, who would be the other guy on our team that could do that? You know what I'm saying? Who would be the other tight end?
Because I really
think it's going to be your youngster, the youngster you just got. I think you develop him.
In your opinion right now today, who would be the other guy on our team that could do that? You know what I'm saying? Who would be the other tight end?
Because I really
think it's going to be your youngster, the youngster you just got. I think you develop him. Let Spam get get some time, game situation.
Hold on. Real quick. I need to, who you talking to? You said living in fantasy. Like, hold on. Okay, he talking to somebody in the chat. Okay, cool.
Situation, get some time of dogging him out. Dogging him out meaning, like, treat him like a vet.
Yeah.
Now he talking about, cause somebody asked the question early in the chat, how do you get Spann going? Listen, he explaining it. I'm gonna rewind it one more time. Listen, cause we got.
I really.
In your opinion, right now today, who would be the other guy on our team that could do that? You know what I'm saying? Who would be the other tight end?
Because we got.
I really think it's gonna be your youngster, the youngster you just got. I think you develop him. Let Spam get some time, game situation, get some time of dogging him out. Dogging him out meaning, like, treat him like a vet.
Yeah.
Pressure on him, supply pressure, and make him show up now. I think the National Football League need to put more pressure on these young guys because money is more money involved. So guess what?
Yeah.
More money, problems. So guess what? That's supply pressure. So I think with Spam, supply some more pressure on.
Nah, that ain't the right music. Let me change the music. That's the wrong music. I see the vision. I do. I see the vision. Now it all makes sense even more. So let me just break it down. I'm gonna just break it down. Mike McCarthy clearly has a type. Okay? I said he had a type back in 2020. I literally named the types. It's in the Boss Cowboy Guide still. I named Jimmy Graham. I named Jerry Cook. See, this is the thing about the athletic type. See, you see that right there? See, only athletic tight ends can make that type of catch, drag two toes like that, super clean, against Byron Jones. He really has a type. And Jamarcus Finley, I guarantee you, is already looking at what are we trying to do to prepare for another season in the Texas coast. I ain't sure it, but he said, I guarantee, this is what he said in that show we did last week with Jamarcus Finley. He said, I guarantee you Mike McCarthy is drawing up all kind of ways to attack the middle of the field. He didn't say that by accident. And it goes back to what Law said. Law said something that showed that he was thinking way ahead and was very smart. What do we also have as a first round pick? What do we have? A rookie left tackle. What's one of the best ways to support a rookie left tackle? tight ends, running backs like Zeke. That's why Zeke makes sense. Why do y'all think Spann is running with the ones already? Look at him already by steal. In line. What are they thinking? I see what they thinking. Why do you think, and I'm just keeping it real, why did Linda Wells have that look? You know the look. Come on now.
Sorry if you were asked earlier about Brevyn, but what stood out on the field, you finally got him on.
Why that look? Why, if you go to Dallas.com and you go to the Dallas Cowboy YouTube, who is the only undrafted free agent that they continue to interview? Who did they pay the most money to get as an undrafted free agent? Why did they work so hard to entice him? Y'all remember this? Listen to this.
And then for Mike, how does that process compare to maybe when you were in Green Bay to now? And do you like to be involved heavily in that, or do you leave it more to the scouts? Just what is your process?
He was on the phone with one of our best ones right before we walked in here.
Got called back, and the reason y'all waited a little.
What? Who was you on the phone with, Mike?
Like to be involved heavily in that, or do you leave it more to the scouts? Just what is your process?
He was on the phone with one of our best ones right before we walked in here.
Got called back, and the reason.
So who are you saying is one of your best ones, Stephen Jones? If Mike McCarthy was on the phone directly with one of the undrafted free agents, and one of the undrafted free agents is the highest paid in the entire league undrafted free agent, and is this the one that Stephen Jones was saying, one of our best ones who ain't even played a snap? Then you go to the YouTube and you see one guy out of all the undrafted free agents with cameras steadily in front of him.
Yes.
Only one. It's only one guy with the cameras always in front of him. I think I see clearly what's going on. Mike McCarthy is trying to build super tight end types. He wants to attack the middle of the field to take pressure off of CeeDee Lamb, and he want to stretch the field. They literally said that when John Stevens got injured, that they had to throw away a lot of the playbook because Jake Ferguson wasn't athletic enough to run all the schemes that they had planned. Now it makes sense when you go listen to what Bryan Broaddus was saying with Voch. And I think about it. I say, okay, didn't he just say, if I'm just putting it all together and I'm just trying to make sense of this, didn't Bryan Broaddus say Stephen Jones went to John Stevens directly? Huh? Again, I got the link in the description, as well as the Dallas Cowboy clips as well. Anything that I put on here that came from anybody else is gonna be in the description. I ain't gonna steal from you. Don't steal from me. I see what's going on, and it's exciting. This is exciting, y'all. This is exciting. I really believe we getting ready to see some sick 12 personnel and some 12 that's gonna look sexy. I remember when the Dallas Cowboys played Green Bay. You know what they did in the red zone? They put Graham on Jordan Lewis in the red zone. Touchdown. It wasn't that Jordan Lewis wasn't in his hip. It's just that Graham was too athletic. They have a real vision for what they're getting ready to do. And it is truly the super tight ends. You can trust me too. I think I have probably the best track record on tight end. Was I ever panicking about losing Schultz? Did y'all see me panicking on Schultz? No. Not one time. I was always saying, man, bye. Not that Schultz wasn't a good player, but let's just use our common sense. When did we ever have a problem replacing tight end 1? Ever. We have replaced the last 6 seamless. No problems. We went immediately from Witten to Schultz. No drop off. We went from not Schultz. We went from Witten to Schwam. No drop off. From Schwam, it went to Jarwin. No drop off. From Jarwin, it went to Schultz. No drop off. From Schultz, it went to Ferguson. No drop off. You can trust me when I'm talking about tight end. And we getting ready to make it happen, y'all. We getting ready to see some super tight ends. And it's gonna look real good. Y'all get ready.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Look, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows, can't ride the wave cause you ain't